everybody! Welcome back to Rose Guns Days. What is apparently going to be the final episode? I could not believe. It seems like we have at least one or two more left after this, judging by what I would be thinking. But is it really going to rush to a finale after all the time we spent meandering? God damn, but nevertheless, we've had such a freaking thrill ride of episodes lately. Anyway, hello, Apparition T. Lucas Armagus. Welcome back to the stream. Last time, we had a full-blown civil war with a bunch of final battles, and the main event is Leo versus Cyrus, while Richard escaped. He probably got picked up by frickin' Gabriel, and, yep, who's gonna probably run away to his hideout for the ultimate true final battle. But we have several intermediate battles, such as Miguel versus Alfred with freaking Tequila, the comedy relief, interfering in the middle of that. And we also have Alan versus Kieth. I do wonder how that's going to turn out, if anyone's going to die in that battle or not. And also, the battle that we ended on last time, the first one to finish, was the Wandering Dogs versus fucking Maurice Okanogi. And they kicked his ass! That was fucking amazing. Hello, Burncastle. Seriously, best moment in the story. Absolutely by far. So cathartic. Oh god, that was classic Ryukishi. Fucking incredible. Loved it. I can't wait to see what happens now. I still can't believe this is the last episode. It does not feel like it. Alright, let's get back into it.
What's wrong? Aren't you Leo-sama the superhero? God damn it.
You're a tough one. You sure you don't want to play rock, paper, scissors instead? Yeah, he's definitely gonna be a major boss.
That'd be great. Then we better start with rock. Right?
Whoops, didn't think about that. Ooh, here we go. In the middle of a church, too. Dang.
God damn, Leo. This is it. I'm going all out. You think you can beat me?
I don't know. I'm gonna try.
Now that's what I like to hear. Come on.
Oh, back to Alan and Kieth. Kieth, I will bring you back to the light, one way or another. You really think you can say that to me? How dare you, Alan? I'll destroy you for what you did! No. I'm gonna settle this between us once and for all. Ah! You. Ah! Come on. Fall! I'm not falling alone. Oh my god. I'll take you with me to hell! Oh my god! Sorry, but my vacation to hell's getting delayed for a while. You go on ahead! And don't worry, I'll wait for you. My god! Flirting even now. When we go, we're going together. Got it? I think I'll pass! As the two of them grappled together, they gradually leaned out the window. Shells hung in the windowsill rolled off and disappeared below them, but they couldn't hear them hitting the ground. The ground below was paved with stones. It was obvious what would happen if he fell from the top of the bell tower. However, either showed weakness by trying to brush the other away, and he pushed out at that same moment as their guard fell. In the end, the two of them could only lean out the window, trying to take the other with them to hell. Xiaolan, who was clinging to the outer wall below the window, wanted to do something, but there were no ledges to grab onto if she called up any higher. Looks like this might be the next one to resolve. She could do nothing but anxiously watch those two from where she was. Oh, your fingers. Wow! Your fingers going in. Oh! I'll end your pain real soon. Just jump out the window!
Kieth, there's something I need to apologize to you for. Something I want to tell you no matter what.
Something you want to tell me? Oh god, I think I know what it is.
I'm Alfred. Hope you're a fan. Watch your back, man.
What does that mean? Is it like some kind of inside joke? Ooh, back to Leo and Cyrus. They're probably gonna just level this whole place in their battle.
Wow, Cyrus. Didn't know you held back all this time. Oh, I did. Just for this moment, I knew it would come. Come on, Shishigami! You're like a gorilla. Is that all you got, legendary man? You're making your title cry. Hold on a sec. Coffee break? Sorry, but I just had a drink, and my canteen's run dry. Ain't no breaks, no pauses, no intermissions. We going all out. Huh. Dang, I haven't been pushed this far in a long time. Oh, really? We'll see how far I can go.
Cyrus's log-like knee was plunged into Leo's chest. Wow! It was a strike that felt like it had crushed his lungs. Leo retched and suffocated in agony. Dang, he's gonna barely have any energy left for frickin' Gabriel. Oh god. After ruthlessly trampling Leo underfoot, Cyrus picked up the gun he had thrown away earlier. Uh-oh.
So long, Leo. Probably would have been better if y'all haven't returned. Time for the legendary man to go back to being a legend.
Hello, Mystery Theater. Welcome to the stream.
I'll see you again in hell.
Oh god. Oh my god. They're gonna die together? Oh god. Alan and Keith's entangled bodies finally flew out the bell tower window. The heartless paved stones below waited to embrace them and crush their bones to bits. Oh, Xiaolan is gonna catch them. The instant they fell, Xiaolan kicked their two bodies with all her strength. The path of their fall changed drastically. Oh my god, she saved them. They were thrown into the branches of the trees that surrounded the bell tower. Snap, 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 snap. The two bodies fell along with the sound of snapping branches and bones. Xiaolan could only trust that these would lessen the impact of hitting the ground even a little. I love this music. Believing in a miracle, Xiaolan looked down. Of course, back to... Oh, no, yep. Looks like this one's gonna be resolved. Oh, no! On top of Alan's chest, Kieth regained consciousness with a pained smile. Now that's just not fair. Though he'd been wounded somewhat by branches, Kieth was surprisingly unharmed. It must have been because Alan held Kieth's head in his arms. So even after falling onto the paved stones from such a height, Kieth was unbelievably undamaged. Of course, it was also thanks to the miracle of Xiaolan kicking them in midair. Or does this mean that both of us fell and we're dead now? It's like I feel peaceful for some reason. I don't get it. You get that feeling too, right, Alan? Isn't that right, Alan? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Surely he must have felt that peaceful feeling. Because Alan's face... Oh, God. Oh, God. Did Alan die? Oh, no. Because Alan's face with the smile of someone going back to sleep after waking up on a Sunday morning. Oh, God. He must be dead. Oh, my God. Isn't that right, Alan? Alan. Alan. Hey, Alan. Oh, wake up, Alan. Did Kieth kill himself? There's a single roar of gunfire and white smoke. Oh no, that's the other battle. Oh my God! Wow! Whoa! Dang. The one who heavily dropped to their knees and slumped to the ground was Cyrus. Rose killed him. I'm sorry, Cyrus-kun. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. That's what I get for underestimating your resolve.
Cyrus.
I have a request. Leo. Rose.
Sure.
Please. Let Richard go. You see, since he was supposed to be the family heir, his upbringing was really strict. Ever since he was a brat, he was so antisocial, unable to do anything, and always hanging his head.
They could imagine the rest without Cyrus needing to say more. Both Richard and Stella had been fluent in English and Chinese even in this era. It was easy to imagine the high education they'd been given. Oh, Cyrus. And yet Stella had abandoned that of her own accord and walked down the path of ladies of the evening. Though Richard had suggested that she wash her hands of that trade, part of him had approved of her lifestyle. I wonder just what sort of drama had drawn him and Cyrus together when they were young.
That guy wasn't allowed to do anything without his parents' permission. Eventually, he decided what he wanted to do by his own will. Started living. Of course, Sometimes his methods were wrong. Sometimes he stepped down the wrong path. But still, for my sake, could y'all let this be enough in payment for his sins? Please, let him go.
Dang. Cyrus-kun! Cyrus-kun. Leo slowly rose to his feet with a cigarette in his mouth. Gone from him was the haste of one determined to rush back into the fight. Rose didn't rush off either. She slowly set the safety on her gun and gazed up at the stained glass windows. The noise outside gradually settled. They couldn't hear the sound of gunfire anymore. The momentum was overwhelming, and those on Richard's side surrendered one after another. Some of the bosses proudly claimed that they had been waiting for a good chance to betray Richard. Yeah, right. Or that they'd been on Rose's side from the very beginning. However, regardless of the details, the fight was over. I think Cyrus is saying that because he's Richard's best friend.
What the fuck do you mean you can't find Richard? Oh, God.
There were some people who saw him running off on his own. We don't know whether we got him or not.
It doesn't really matter whether there's a corpse or not.
We're the ones who won and took back Primavera.
Not chasing people who run away is a sign how capable you all are. True. There is no need to go out of our way to chase Richard-kun now.
We're done playing at war.
Wait, what about Miguel and Alfred? What happened to that fight? And really, what's going on with Kieth? Alan looks like he might be dead. Oh, God.
We should hurry and clean up. Huh. I'll leave the rest to you guys.
Okay, bye-bye, Alfred. We just stopped our fight.
Oh, someday we will settle this.
Looks like, yeah, they're too goofy to actually have a resolution to their battle.
Come on, stop walking! You're a prisoner after all.
Once again, a new group of Primavera leaders was probably be appointed, with Madame Rose at the top. Okay, so they captured Alfred and Tequila. After that was over and all preparations had been made, Jean would probably inherit the position of Madame. What happened to Alan?
I'll make sure to carry on your will. And I'll keep pushing forward using my methods, making the city prosper. Well, still, I thought anyone's gonna suddenly accept me as madam after popping out of frickin' nowhere in the frickin' final act of the story.
That's not true. I'll accept you really soon. After all, you're the one who took down Madame Rose of the evil Primavera. The one who brought so much suffering to the people.
Yeah, we gotta fix the misunderstandings of the people in the city.
No, let them misunderstand is what I'm saying.
Everyone believes you're doing evil and did terrible things here, when it was really frickin' Richard. We gotta explain to everyone that the organization was taken over, and that you did nothing wrong.
There is no need for that.
Rose-san. Let her do this, Wayne. Leo. Finally, a heavy burden will be lifted from Rose's shoulders.
What are you talking about?
I am Madame Rose. The very person who controlled Primavera, brought suffering to the people, and ordered that their money be taken. After I did that, you rose up and defeated me.
That is how the crown of the criminal underworld is passed down. Hey, that's dangerous. Rose pointed the barrel of her gun at Jean. Jean reflexively raised her gun too, but she was at a loss of what to do. Hey, stop that. It's dangerous. Okay? Shoot. No way! Are you scared? Scared of the madam's responsibility? That's not it! If you don't have at least this much courage, I'm disappointed in you, Jean.
Oh God, is this really how Rose is gonna end? I guess I was wrong about Julie.
Are you serious? You guys, tell her to stop too! I don't have a clue what's going on!
However, no one answered. They just clenched their fists and stared, letting it all happen. Wayne clenched his fist tightly, watching over this with tears in his eyes. All these people are our witnesses. Witnesses who will spread the word that you took down the evil Madame Rose. When monarchs get old and step down, it's only natural that they'll be closing evil and corruption. That's why the new monarch is welcomed with cheers.
My grandfather never did something this brutal!
That's why you ran away from your heavy burden. Look how long it took before you truly awoke to it. To save our Japanese countrymen, we don't have even a moment to waste on hesitation.
Madame Rose.
I won't say anything more. Do you or do you not have the resolve to truly take the name of Madame Jean? Now, for the first and last time, we'll confirm that with our guns.
Are you serious?
Jean, our race was a foolish people. We treated hesitation as a virtue. Because of that foolish virtue, our ancestors used up all our future time. Become a strong madam capable of making decisions.
Rose.
So, if you won't shoot, I will. So long. Or maybe I'm counting on you for the future of our countrymen. For our future countrymen. Oh my God! Hello, Mirage. Welcome to the stream, and yes, it is. After that, 2 shots rang out, crossing each other. I hope they both missed. They better have. Please, obviously Rose missed, but... Here we go.
You haven't found Richard's corpse.
Yes, sir. However, there are many who still haven't been identified. He might have been among that group.
And it looks like we've heard from no one who claims to have finished Richard off. However, we have heard from witnesses claiming that he tried to run away.
Oh God, I really hope she's not dead. And I don't know what happened with Alan either. They're leaving us on a cliffhanger with Alan too.
Yes, sir.
Gabriel gazed at the ceiling, looking bored, and spun his chair around. This year-long revenge drama that he had bet everything on to prepare had ended so abruptly. I bet Richard is going to come to him. Richard's corpse hadn't been found, but it was hard to imagine him escaping that graveyard alive. He had probably been torn up by machine guns, mixed in with the unidentified corpses, and was lying in some morgue now. Or he could have miraculously escaped the graveyard and gone into hiding somewhere. By now, he was just a lone loser without any money or power. Eventually, he would be swallowed up by the darkness of the criminal underworld and probably die a dog's death, but to be honest, he hadn't thought the end would be this boring. So revenge is empty, is it? It was a phrase from an old tale that discussed revenge to a wearying degree. Count of Monte Cristo, maybe? I'm not sure.
To think that the resolution I gained after throwing away everything I built until now would be so trite. I guess I feel tired, Liz. Or does this mean that your revenge hasn't been fulfilled yet? Tokyo is still filled with evil that must be brought to justice. I was sure that when I saw Richard's dead face, I'd give a toast and lower the curtain on this life. But perhaps it'd be interesting to use what remains of this life to stain this land red with blood.
Uh-oh. Here we go. He's gonna do one last thing. Setting up for the final confrontation. Gabriel lifted his empty wine glass and grumbled vaguely. At times like this, he felt like complaining to Butler. He had sent Butler and the others out, telling them to find Richard's corpse no matter the cost. However, if he wasn't back at this time of day, there was probably no hope. He let Butler go out alone? Oh, that's... wow. I hope Butler takes a chance. There was no way he had found Richard.
I'll tell Phil to return. Might as well let Phil have some alcohol every now and then. Tonight, I'd like to hear his sarcasm, just like salami that's a bit spicy.
Now, Richard is definitely going to be still alive. He's going to totally come to Gabriel, I think. He probably planned to say this with a grin on his face, but all that came with a smile so frivolous that annoyed even himself. He heard a quiet knock. I bet that's Richard. He gave the person permission to enter. He didn't care who it was. He told them to summon Phil back here. Yep. Oh, and he changed clothes.
Oh, well then.
Oh my god, has Richard finally realized it?
Why are you here?
Major?
Oh my god, he figured it out. How did he figure it out? Did Butler tell him?
It was you who... Stella and Yuji.
For some reason, Richard knew everything. He knew that Gabriel was the enemy of the two of them had been seeking. However, he might not have been able to fully accept it so soon after learning the truth. Richard's tone seemed full of hesitation and fatigue as it was filled with a vengeful grudge. Here we go. However, Gabriel's face turned into a happy smile at once.
Lysander Roth, you were behind all this.
The man who had looked so dazed when he couldn't see Richard's dead face smiled when he learned that Richard was alive.
wasn't smiling because of Richard. It was because he had been given such an encore on a stage where the finale had ended and all the curtains had lowered.
You had Stella and Yuji killed. And yet, you acted as though you felt pity, even going to their funeral. When you did things to console me, were you really mocking me and sticking your tongue out inside your heart?
How much do you know? I see.
Yep, I thought so.
It was Phil, wasn't it?
Alright. This is gonna set the stage for everyone to confront Gabriel. Butler had probably sheltered Richard. Then he must have told Richard all the truth, giving him a chance to take revenge.
But I don't understand, Phil. Why would you suddenly do something like that only now?
Probably because Angie's safe.
You should be very aware by now how meaningless it is to disobey me.
I bet the GDS has Angie safe.
I cannot forgive you.
What a trite line. But part of me envies you. Because God didn't even give me a chance to face off against my hated foe.
While trying to act calm, he gently pushed the emergency alarm switch on the table, but there was no response. Ooh.
Damn it, Phil. You pretended to be powerless, but at some time or another, you set up something like this.
You killed Stella and Yuji. Now, learn the cost of that, and for keeping me fooled for so long.
Oh wow, is Richard gonna be the one to do it? Right here, right now? A drop of panic arose on Gabriel's face, something that hadn't happened for more than a decade. The barrel of Richard's gun slowly pointed towards Gabriel. The instant Gabriel dove behind the desk, Richard's gun spat fire.
Here we go.
Oh my god, here we go! God damn it.
You. I'll kill you.
Are we gonna finally see... Oh my god, we're finally gonna see his fight scenes. Here we go, yes!
Now, learn your true enemy's face.
Finally, we get to see Gabriel's fight scenes. The documents on the desk were torn apart and scattered. To those who trading bullets in this cramped office, time seemed to move incredibly slowly. So the pure white scattered fragments of paper surely had looked like the feathers of a descending angel. The feather again. Oh wow, that's an amazing shot. Dang.
Is your mind filled with anger, with humiliation of being toyed with? I'm grateful, God. I see. I wouldn't be able to have my revenge any other way. I had your little sister shot to death, and I've been doubled over laughing behind your back for a whole year. You can't stand it, right? It's so pathetic. It makes you mad, right? Engrave that anger and humiliation into your heart. That might do a little, at least to soothe my little sadness.
I will never lose to you. Stella, Yuji, they are on my side. I can hear them now, cheering me on to end your miserable life. It's all so empty, so foolish. Is that hideous smile of yours the same one that used to be on my face? We've surpassed the point of anger and sadness now. But even so, I cannot forgive you. It is enough that we two alone become demons of revenge. We don't need any more. Now, let us end this. Really? Do you really think you can beat me? I pity you.
Oh god. Oh. A single bullet struck Richard's shoulder. That distraction was more than enough to become fatal. Oh my god. Oh no. Now it's all him and we're just waiting for Leo and the GDS and everyone to arrive. Oh my god. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Gabriel emptied all the bullets left in his magazine into Richard's chest. He had to get a win to hype himself up for the final confrontation in fighting. But oh my god. Oh my god. He killed the whole fucking family. Even so, Richard didn't fall over. Oh my god, he's pulling a freaking 999 snake and a Whitebeard, but continued to glare at Gabriel. But eventually, a single clump of blood poured from the thin line of his mouth. Richard's eyes went white, shedding tears of blood. He fell forward. Oh god. It was a pitiful end, one that a man made reckless by revenge could not hope to avoid. Yep, I bet now he's gonna go all out for one final big battle. At the same time, the door was unlocked with a master key, and subordinates poured in through it. Because Richard had locked the door, none of them had been able to enter before.
Major, are you safe?
Primavera's consigliere, Richard Myoki, came to pay me a visit in person. I welcomed him with champagne with a lead cork, but it seems not to have been his liking.
It's such a relief to see that you're safe. How did he sneak in here? Anyway, contact the police.
Indeed. Let us finish cleaning up after the police have documented this incident.
Oh god, is he gonna use this to go carte blanche on Primavera? Oh my god, he's gonna use this as an excuse to wipe Primavera off the map, isn't he?
Forgive me, everyone. But I ask that you help with this cleanup.
The subordinates dashed out of the room in their respective directions. Just one person went against that flow and entered the room. Oh my god. Oh, Butler's gonna be right here right now? Oh god.
Hey there, Phil. Thanks for the unexpected surprise. Well now, let's hear what you have to say.
Oh God, do you think Butler would be like with Primavera right now? Butler ignored him, walking up to where Richard lay and crouching down. It was clear by now, Butler probably snuck Richard in, but... Oh my God. It was clear by now. Butler had rescued Richard from the graveyard, told him the truth, and encouraged him to assassinate Gabriel. But unfortunately, it hadn't worked.
Too bad, Phil.
All I did was reward Richard a little for his friendship.
Oh?
Butler picked up the handgun that Richard held along with the hand holding it. At the next instant, the crisp sound of gunfire rang out. What?! What?! One shot, one kill? Are you serious? He probably couldn't have aimed well, but even so, the bullet accurately pierced Gabriel's neck? What? Just like that? Oh my God. What? Oh my God. What? When Gabriel, stunned, realized that he'd been shot, a red splash poured out. That's it. All the threats are gone.
Major, who was that gunfire just now? It seems Richard was still breathing. He must have pulled the trigger with the last of his strength. Major! Someone get a stretcher immediately!
Oh my God. That's it. That's it. Just like that. So we didn't get to confront Leo. But at least Butler was the one to do it. He got his revenge against him. Gabriel was still conscious, though it was fading. But anyone could tell that the wound was fatal. Ignoring the panicking men, Butler knelt next to where Gabriel lay, holding his neck.
So, the time has come for me to return to heaven. How strange. I could swear that there's something left I need to do.
I won't forgive you.
Oh God, did he kill Angie?
How could you do that to Angie?
What are you talking about?
What happened? The curtains on Gabriel's vengeful life quietly closed along with his eyelids. The end of that performance was welcomed by no applause. Not for Richard nor Gabriel. That's it. The fighting's over. Nor Butler. Butler stood up, turned his back on everything, and sobbed, choking on sad tears. What happened to Angie? And so the curtain finally fell on the crazy day of October 23rd, 1950. It fell on those 4 fierce, mad years, where Madame Rose had raced about the Rose Guns days. God, it's like Seriously, it would be so much better without the S. Like, the S on the guns, like, it should be Rose Gun Days. Like, because when you say Rose Guns Days, it sounds like a sentence. It's like Rose is gunning some days. But like, when you say Rose Gun Days, it's like it feels much better. Like, you know, Rose and gun are adjectives describing the days, and that flows so much better. God, I just can't take that seriously. But we're left with a lot of questions here. What happened to Alan and Kieth? And what happened to Angie? And what happened to Rose? On that day, Madame Rose disappeared from the stage of the criminal underworld, where she had claimed to support mutual cooperation between countrymen. Hello, James, welcome to the stream. Only to change and force tyranny on the city folk. Amakawa Jun, the only one to inherit the blood of old Amakawa Shoten, the famous man of old Edogawa, rose up to defeat the oppression. The people were excited by the arrival of Jean Amakawa, their new savior, and they welcomed her. Just as they had welcomed Rose after she defeated Caleb. After that, Jean Amakawa took the name Madame Jean and took control of Primavera. She once again proclaimed the cause of forming a society of mutual assistance between countrymen, the one Rose had espoused, and a new page of history began on that day. There we go. Is the rest of the story just going to be in modern times? I really want to know what happened to Alan and Kieth. At least tell me that. Surely she didn't kill Rose. Madame Rose willingly accepted the role of the villain. So that I can inherit her influence smoothly. And as time passed, when people grew used to the name of Madame Jean, I gave instructions to those involved not to mention the name of Madame Rose whenever possible. It was what she herself had wanted. In her later years, when she had nearly lost her confidence, and thought she might not be suited to being Madame, she had been ashamed at the thought of leaving a record of herself behind. I want to disappear from history. Because I was never the person for the job in the first place. Rose, I think you're being way too hard on yourself. So I acted in accordance with her last words. Madame Rose's existence was treated like a dark past part of history, and had vanished from the memories of the people, so that she would be able to rest in peace. Then, that leaves me with one question. What happened to Alan and Kieth? Did Rose really die? Come on! Don't leave cliffhangers! If Madame Rose said with her last words that she wanted to be forgotten, then why are you now abandoning that promise? If you respected her so much. I have no intention of abandoning it. After all, Madame Rose's existence will remain forgotten, as long as you don't write an article about it.
But you called me over here to write an article about it.
Even Advisor Uedera let out a mysterious laugh. They've been throwing me for a loop. After all, I've been sure they wanted me to publish Madame Rose's great works so that the people would appreciate her once again. However, when they say it like that, so they're telling me not to tell anyone about the story I've been hearing for 2 whole years. The car had left the highway long ago. It was now racing down a narrow, desolate country road to take me home. It was a rural area, with no houses or cars coming in the opposite direction or any trace of human activity. Are they going to like Rose's grave or something? There was no sign of anyone other than their car and the cars of guards accompanying them. Eventually, a place that seemed to be their destination came into sight. Oh, they are going to Rose's grave. It was a graveyard. However, when I saw that graveyard, I felt a shocking sense of deja vu. After all, this place was what? Was what? I've come to pay a visit to a grave today. It's probably Rose's grave. Yeah. Yup. A visit to Madame Rose's grave. But this place is...
Julie-san, watch your step.
Welcome, Julie, to Jurassic Park. No, I just think... I didn't know what was going on anymore. However, as my heart beat fiercely, I was able to make a certain guess. Julie, the story isn't over yet. Oh, thank God. In the church, Madame Rose pointed her gun at me, trying to determine whether I had the resolve to be Madame. I supposedly shot her to death there, but... Yeah, oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, I'm so glad she didn't kill Rose. Woo! Okay, at least we resolved this cliffhanger. But what about Alan and Kieth? Did they really kill Angie? I hope not. Oh, God. I just need to know what happened to those 2 plot points. Of course, that was a lie. As Kokichi would say. It was a lie! Existing in order to build the story of me taking her down. So, Madame Rose lived! So she could still be your granddaughter. Yes. Oh, yeah, she totally's gotta be. She's gotta be.
Even Madame Jean couldn't have possibly have served as Madame without learning anything from her predecessor. Even after Rose supposedly died, she secretly remained in Primavera, passing on her knowledge to Madame Jean.
Julie-san, even you once held a grudge toward your predecessor, who retired from your company without passing any of her experience on.
That may be true, but why here?
After all, this place is... It's gotta be. That's gotta be what they're leading to. It's gotta be that she's her grandma.
After passing everything on to me and carrying out all of her responsibilities, she quietly disappeared. She went far from Tokyo and never returned to City 23 again. When that happened, she finished her life as Rose Haibara and set off on a new life with a new name.
Yep. 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 Yuppity yep. You know what I mean? And, oh my god, I called this one early.
When Misaki Rose Haibara changed her name, she took the new family name of Hayashibara. You know who Hayashibara Misaki is, don't you?
That's... After all, this is the grave of my family. The Hayashibara family. Yup. This is the grave where Grandpa and Grandma rest. Here lie Hayashibara Kotaro, Hayashibara Misaki. Oh wow, that's what Leo changed his name to. That is... Oh, that is very heartwarming. That is very heartwarming. So basically, she just wanted to tell her the story of her own family. Okay. Oh god, that's really sweet. All the strength left my body. I slumped over in front of my grandmother's grave. I finally understood why she had chosen to tell me this long, long tale.
I received Primavera from Madame Rose and continued to raise it. I built up power so that we would be able to survive in the international society that would surely arise when our countrymen were mixed with foreigners in this land. Starting that day, I continued building up the 3 forms of power so that I could pass on the strength needed to build a society of mutual assistance between countrymen. Influence, wealth, force. I've built up plenty of those 3 forms of power, bringing Primavera to completion. Thus, and that ends my role, motherfucker. Now, our future countrymen just need to inherit this, aim for their ideals, and pass everything on into the future again.
But if you say something like that so suddenly... Hi!
Madame Rose, the time has finally come to return Primavera to you after you left it in my care. A new generation will blaze a trail through a new era.
So she is gonna leave it to her after all.
It's possible that the ideals we proclaimed have already become old and outdated. However, you must not waste the power that we've built up for the sake of the future. I'm sure it will prove useful for bringing the new generation to their new ideals.
It's impossible! I could never fill such a huge role. That's what I would...
What are you talking about? How can you be inferior to Madame Rose, as one who is far more knowledgeable than her and who has studied much more?
I'm glad I gave them the same voice. That really...
We have no intention of making you bear all the burden alone. Hi, old dog Wayne. I'll support you as long as I draw breath.
He's looking good for as old as he is. His hair hasn't even turned gray. Advisor Udira!
Julie-san, how about we pull a Boruto, eh? Our parents didn't get together, but maybe we can. Allow me to honestly apologize for all my rudeness thus far.
Tretsuga-kun.
Ever since I was born, I was raised by being told I would someday serve as Madame Rose's descendants. I was born so that I could serve you.
Tretsuga-kun! Oh god. This is like a shoujo manga!
Fear not. We won't suddenly start calling you Madame Julia today. Just as Madame Rose passed her experience to me over a long time, I will lead you hand in hand as well.
But the most I can do is serve tea! I can't even do my job that well!
Well, I worked at a bakery where I couldn't do my job very well either. It's okay, Julie. It's not to say you absolutely have to become Madam. If the new era feels as though Primavera isn't needed, you can have it dissolved. Or do anything else deemed necessary. It's easy to give up influence. The money can be donated somewhere. After all, no one would complain to hear that a criminal organization had dissolved. Damn, we are getting a lot of bots today. So many bots on YouTube, jeez. However, if those three powers can be of use somehow, please make use of them. That is the only way that we of the previous century's generation can make up for our sin. The sin of forcing you, the younger generation, to live through the hardship you face today.
Well, that is very sweet. I just really want to know what happened to Alan and Keith, though. This is a very touching ending. I don't know what I should do.
Then maybe you should take a moment to consider it seriously. Worrying about such things is the only job for the main characters of an era.
Hey, is that me? Does that include me?
No, remember we were of the previous era.
Oh, god damn it!
December 31st, 2013. A half-century in the future after Madame Rose's era. The baton of the runners racing through each era was once again being passed on to the young. It's entirely up to us to make use of it, kill it, or throw it away. We sometimes lament that our future has been decided by the old. However, that's just us abandoning responsibility. The path leading to our future and the future of our countrymen is always in the hands of us young people. What happened to Alan and Keith? You can't just leave me hanging! Also, was Angie alive? What? Haibara Misaki, yeah. I forgot Leo's real name was Kotaro. Oh, they're Tanashi Miyoko! Are you serious? Oh my god, wait! Whoa. No way! No way. Philip U. Butler. Oh my god. Philip U. Butler. Oh my god, I bet I know what that U is. Is that Meryl's real name? Is it really Tanashi Miyoko? Did I give her the correct voice after all? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to... There's a bonus after the credits. Okay. I'll take this time to talk about it. I do kind of agree with you, James, that the ending, after all of the freaking meandering story did earlier, and especially in part that part between the Wandering Dogs arc and the final arc, I think the 1949 year, that really did kind of dragged. But yeah, they ended that so abruptly. They just left a couple of plot threads hanging in the 1950s era. Oh god, I just want to wait for the final credits thing and see to give my final thoughts on it. But Rose Guns Days has been filled with, oh god, these freaking cat. I guess I'm supposed to click. I don't know what straight flush and sharpshooter's supposed to do. Yeah. I got a final score. Like, what were those supposed to be? 8 striker I got a couple of times. Overkill I always got. But, yeah, I really wish we had some kind of epilogue for the 1950s era. Oh, yeah, we're still back to Julie.
Julie! They finished in the second meeting room, so I could ask you to clean up.
Julie, it was you, wasn't it? You forgot the folder in the serving room.
Yeah! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Back to the Persona music.
Come on, you're always like that. That's why people don't treat you like an adult.
Spring 2014. Several months have passed since I received that dramatic confession. As usual, I was serving tea at the Tokyo branch of the Hong Kong Daily News. Until the previous year, I was treated sort of like a special employee, so I formed a certain special relationship with the VIP from the criminal underworld. But after all, I'd ended up shelving all the interviews I'd done during those 2 years. All the credit I might have earned disappeared. The treatment I received changed abruptly. But there was no helping it. The entire tale was told to me alone. I agree, James. Yeah, it felt like it wouldn't. With all the meandering the story did earlier, would it have really killed him to just do a short epilogue for the 1950s stuff? Really, it's left unresolved. Like, Lee Meiju didn't get an ending. Like, we don't know exactly what happened to Kieth and Alan. Like, okay, yeah, Rose and Leo, we didn't need to see more, obviously, because we were told directly what happened. But, you know, some kind of epilogue for the Wandering Dogs. Like, at least have Jean, future Jean, just say what happened to everybody. You know, to Julie, you know. That entire tale was told to me alone. Out of respect to Madame Rose as well. I decided not to release the details of the tale lightly.
So, I was rendered as a useless person who just drank tea and talked with an old lady for 2 whole years without any excuse to show for it.
I was treated as a person who had stolen her salary for 2 whole years. Well, it was a failure so big I could have easily been fired. However, perhaps because of my position as a rare specimen, a Japanese employee somehow managed to avoid being fired. And well, maybe because of all that, I was totally stuck serving tea forever. I wouldn't be able to return to the life I longed for, the life of a journalist, for some time.
Well, for now, I'll get serious and give it my all.
I gotta say, out of everyone in this game, Julie has all the meme faces. Like this. This is basically just the awesome face right here. Berncastle, I like to think that Angie was kidnapped by the GDS. And they made it look like something bad happened to her, but they release her afterward. That's my golden truth.
It's not so bad. After all, I'm the only one who gets to leave this office at the scheduled time. Bullshit Japanese work culture still exists, even though our other culture is completely different. Fucking hell.
Julie really has it good, getting to leave at the normal time. There's no helping it.
She's not suited to be a journalist.
Go ahead and whisper behind my back, girls. I have a hot, hunky mafia boyfriend assassin that can totally kill you. Haha! Well, getting bullied to older employees can let off steam is one of the jobs of a rare specimen like me. Well then, I'll be leaving first. It's not like this when I have to pretend to be in a hurry and don't leave with everyone else that make me hate working here. I don't know who's saying this. Is it Julie? Why are you trying to show off how hard you're working to me? I'm not the one that's paying your salary. Heck, I wish I were. I give you all D rankings and tear you apart. Well, with the chime rings, my job is done. My job as a mocked rare specimen tea server will be over. Julie sounds like freaking 2 instances away from completely snapping. I'll just clock out right away. Yup. The outside evening air was refreshing. I take it back! Looks like I don't have time for that. I have mob box classes. This is the worst cramp school ever! At that moment, one of my co-workers was returning to our company. By taxi, not train. Good work! Julie, you leaving now? Must be nice to go home at the normal time, huh? By the way, sorry. Could you turn this in this receipt, even if it's tomorrow? It's such a pain to do. Pardon me, miss. Oh my god, Toritsugu, just when I thought you couldn't get any hotter, you use a gun and a sword together. Wow. Wow.
If you have business with Julie-san, please do it during work hours. Also, please refer to Julie-san as son, at least outside of work.
No! Please don't mind them. They're just a little crazy.
Let us go, Julie-san. Issues with the other party made us push forward as scheduled.
What was on today's schedule again?
First, we're going to Ginza. That haute couture dress has been completed, so we'll have you change to that.
I guess there are some perks to this.
After that, we'll rush over to the location of the ceremony. The madam will greet all the guests.
One of the guests will be the CEO of the main Hong Kong branch of the Hong Kong Daily News. When he learned you were there working for their Tokyo branch, he said something about how he'd be especially interested in meeting you.
That might just be perfect. Hey, about that receipt just now. I'll submit it, okay? I'm pretty sure it'll be accepted.
Huh? Thank you.
Get fucked.
Oh,
Oh my god, he has the way angry face. When I was suddenly told to become Madame Julie, I sort of thought it'd be kind of fun. Like some Cinderella dream, but that was totally wrong! During the day, I was a clandestine tea server who had been shunted out of the way, but by night, I fought crime as a werewolf. At night, I'm a princess of the criminal underworld. It's enough to make me go insane! To be perfectly honest, I'm still clueless about this future of our countrymen thing. Still, according to Madame Jean, that's only because I'm a bit lacking in my studies. If I keep studying like this, I wonder if I'll even feel a Madame's sense of responsibility. become able to understand the ideals they passed down. Honestly, it still didn't feel real. However, I'd like to keep on studying. After all, this is the power leading us to the future, which our countrymen of the past gave us. It's up to us to decide whether we use it or let it rot. Eventually, will I even become Madame Julie? I doubt I could really take on such a role. Not without a partner as cool and reliable as Leo Shishigami. You have Choritsugu. Yes!
By the way, I took several ultra rares and beat up that brat who kept attacking you all the time, Julie-san.
Oh my god! You got me rare, gotcha! I love you!
He sent a message to apologize and saying stop trolling you, so I'll copy-paste that to you.
Oh my god, he's so perfect!
I'm uber reliable, aren't I? Oh, need any leftover rares? I'm not collecting slug knights, so I'll send one over.
Advisor Odera! Please pass your future down to a better night than this! I can't fan out my night being such a privileged social network game addict! Oh, come on, Julie. Ooh. Ooh. It just closed down. Uh-oh. 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 It just closed down. The game literally just stopped. Oh god. Was it supposed to do that? The game closed on its own. Was that the end? Was supposed to be anything after that? You're pretty sure that was the last line, but how do I unlock the bonus story? I can't. Oh, I can just release the lock. That was it? Okay. There we go. Here we go. Okay, good. I can just do that. Okay. Was there another line apparition? This is the other title screen, right? It was meant to cut to staff credits. That's kind of weird. That's so weird that it just crashed. Well, you know what? Okay, Apparition has confirmed that there's no other storyline, so... at least I didn't miss any of the story. But, before we do the special episode, which we will do today, so... I don't know how long it is, so... hopefully this won't be an awkward stream. I'll just give my thoughts on Rose Guns Days right now before we do the special. I didn't really go into this with any kind of expectations, because this was Ryukishi's... Well, Higginbana was his first non-When They Cry story, but this was his first one that wasn't like, you know, something really small and like a collection. This was like a really big, long story, like Higurashi and Umineko, but completely different premise and everything, although with a few cute character references. And, I'm gonna say that the story had some pacing issues, but, you know, now normally When They Cry does as well, but the thing with When They Cry is that when When They Cry slows down, it gives us a lot of character moments. And those character moments make us appreciate the suspenses and the tragedies at the end even more. And yes, Rose Guns Days also does that to a degree. It definitely gives us that, but the thing with Rose Guns Days, it also has a few negative points that when they cries Higurashi and Mineko didn't have. It basically, there was a lot of really, actually, no, I shouldn't say that completely. Higurashi did. And it was the part of the beginning of episode 8 of Higurashi where, and I recall this part was even cut from some releases of Higurashi, just because of how unrelated it was. When Ryukishi tends to ramble sometimes when he gets really into a subject. And not in like the Uchikoshi way where Uchikoshi has his characters ramble for him. So it's like something that part of that character's knowledge base and it's really funny, you know, like, okay, this character knows that information, like, oh cool, they're an expert on this. Ryukishi does it in the narration. And I do want to say that it really can drag on, and just some things that, like the whole women's intuition being a superpower. Just, ironically, I think, on that subject, apparition, I think, the Wandering Dogs had the best ending. It's a shame that we didn't get epilogues for anybody. Like, the various going, into the minutia of how the society worked and the shipping worked and the politics. Of course, there was definitely, you know, it's definitely not long. I'm definitely gonna do it. It's just, I think there was way too much background information given, and it to the point where it got in the way of the narrative. I feel like Ryukishi, there was two wolves inside Ryukishi, to use a meme. The wolf that was trying to create a compelling narrative, and the wolf that's trying to freaking just ramble on about these thoughts on history and stuff like that. And one of them is what Ryukishi does best, and the other one just slows the story to a crawl. And there's also the really weird one that's just about the women's intuition superpower stuff. That's just really, that was just so fucking weird. Like, seriously, I would almost say it came off as a bit creepy. Just like, seriously, dude? Yeah, it was there to a degree with Kirie Castle, but nowhere near as much. It was just a thing with Kirie. And like, but here it's seen as this, like, literally a superpower that all women have, is how the narrative presents it. And for too many times, the narration goes out of the story and just gives this whole commentary. And a lot of Rose Guns can be cut down massively and work so much better. Because really, there was a lot of it that I didn't find interesting. And what it reminded me of, Burn Castle, which is something I said before, was Syconia a bit. And Syconia had very similar issues. Syconia episode 1, of course, because God only knows when Ryukishi is going to continue that story. When the news reports in Syconia went on forever. When literally we could have just gotten headlines and gotten a gist of what had happened. And there was just something that would happen where the characters, we wouldn't have character development, we wouldn't have a lot of great scenes where characters would interact and, you know, they would grow and we'd get to know them, which is such a shame because Ryukishi is so good at that. But we'd have just a lot of scenes where, like, boring politics and faceless villains, generic mook society would go on and on about things. It's like, I don't care, man. I'm sorry. I know you want to say this is something important to say, but I just really love your characters, and I really want to see what happens to them. And the thing is, I definitely I'll agree with you, Mystery Theater, that Rose Guns Days is not perfect, nowhere near perfect, but is the story enjoyable? Are the characters enjoyable? Hell the fuck yeah! There were some really exciting moments and everything. And, you know, it was a really cool mafia thing. I think that was really awesome. Like a very interesting alternate history. And yeah, if you cut out the rambling and the weird-ass women's intuition bullshit, it's just a really cool story. And I even enjoyed the future stuff with Jean and Julie. That was cool. And past Jean was so badass. And yeah, definitely one of the biggest flaws is the abrupt ending, for sure, absolutely. And you saying the middle arc did drag, the one with the GDS mainly. I would say it did, and it mainly dragged because of the whole stuff with just the story itself, taking the time out of the plot to talk about the politics and infrastructure. Really, I can't think of another word for it. Of the time in terms of soy sauce. And like even the characters were just sometimes take a time out of their own development. But I'll also say that the Wandering Dogs, I love them to absolute death. The Wandering Dogs were my babies. I love them, and that is the duality of Ryukishi, of modern Ryukishi, I should say. That he still has his talent for writing amazing characters and like an amazing confrontations, amazing plot twists, and amazing scenes that characters you want to root for a lot and hate a lot and like feel strong emotions. It's all still there. It's all still the brilliant Ryukishi stuff that you know. But there's a lot of bullshit added in that once again I'm finding myself. I agree with James. Rose Guns Days has some really high highs, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend it to someone who doesn't know Ryukishi already. Like, for someone who really enjoyed Umineko and Higurashi, I'd say sure, yeah, definitely check out Rose Guns Days. And it is one of the most Ryukishi things Ryukishi has ever written, for better or worse. That is the, if there was one sentence to sum up Rose Guns Days, that's it. James, right there. Spitting truth right again, once more. Really enjoyed for most of its runtime, but it's definitely one of the most Ryukishi things Ryukishi has ever written, for better or worse. And yeah, I'll share your words with Siconia. Burncastle. It's yeah, it's a path of it's continuing his path of shifting away from his strengths of characters, a strength of like going like doing such good character development and character relationships, and doing this frankly boring political stuff. I know some of you liked it, and I'm so glad you did, because that means it's just even more to enjoy for you. But for me, it seemed very disconnected. Because when Ryukishi writes that kind of thing, and you could even see it starting with episode 8 of Higurashi, it just feels like I'm being lectured to, sitting in a lecture hall in a school, rather than reading a story. Or even talking with somebody. Because it never really relates that closely to the plot. Like, because the plot is not going to be directly about that. It's going to be about the characters, because Ryukishi is a fantastic character writer. And the overall scenarios he comes up with are fucking baller. But man, Rose Guns days. What can I say? These truly were some Rose Guns days. Now, let's get to special. Let's finish this off with special episode. Ooh, look at that HD Primavera. Oh! Hey Stella, okay, so this is taking some alternate universe or something. Is this kid alright?
Ah, their complexion pale. I don't know, they may throw up. The wash basin! Someone to bring the wash basin!
Okay, so this is just like a side story, I guess. Damn, I thought it would be an epilogue thing. So we're never gonna know what happened to Alan and Kieth. That sucks. What's wrong? This customer. I think they had too much to drink. Hello, honored guest. Are you feeling all right? Oh, okay. All right, it's some goofy shit. Okay. Huh? Okay.
Just, where am I? Oh, I guess your memory flew out the window.
Did you also forget dropping by? This is the nightclub, Club Primavera. I'm working as the madam here. You may call me Rose. The thing is, I do appreciate how the political stuff really sets the stage for how these characters came to be, but there's just way too much focus on it in the writing. I think is Mystery Theater. Like, as a setting, I think it's cool, but it just really focused way too much on in the writing, like to the point that we get it, and like it's not as interesting as I think Ryukishi thinks it is to go in depth into, rather than what we're really interested in is his characters and their relationships. Rose Haibara, son. Yes. Oba-chan! I am Julie Yashibara. I live in the year 2016, brewing tea endlessly as the Hong Kong Delhi Tokyo branch is a designated tea brewer. How did I end up in a place like this? A time slip, Back to the Future, or rather, Moshi Moshi Box? I guess is that something like, is an anime? I don't know. Hold on, I feel a sense of confusion washing over me. I need a moment to understand this generation. I can't help but appreciate this miracle rather than being confused. The Japanese Mafia, Primavera's first generation madam. This is a lifetime chance to interview her. This will be an interview that's beyond time and space. I may be able to finally graduate from brewing tea.
I brought you a wash bin. No way, you called for rags in a bucket, but was that too late?
Are you by any chance Primavera's grand boss Cyrus Iwara's?
You flattered me, Nate-chan.
Oh, what's wrong? Everyone's gathered here?
You're consigliere Richard Mayagi-san, right?
I think this is probably the first year.
I'm just someone working behind the scenes.
Yeah, okay, this is taking place during the first year. Well, if you say it a little more coolly, he's the treasurer, right?
Oh, you seem to know us pretty well, don't you? Hey. Were you in the meta world? Do you know friggin' Lammy D? Her voice is pretty badass, isn't it?
I don't know what 07 Theater is, James. Could you describe it in the Discord? I didn't even know about that existing. You're the hardest working people on the streets of Japan! So you're pretty famous! Yes! Saying that we're the hardest working... There are many other people also doing their best out there. My computer feels like it's on its last legs. I hope if the stream suddenly ends, you'll know my computer just died. However, thank you for your kind words.
Who are you? Rose-san, did something happen?
Luca, you remember the repeated chants from console arcs. No way, this person is Wayne? That dog Wayne? So this is when Advisor Rodero was young. Uehara, what? Yeah, it's definitely translated separately, as you said. It's completely similar to Turitsuno-kun, so the atmosphere gives off is different. Sorry. Somehow we all just gathered together. So 07 Theater is a short visual novel crossing over Higurashi, Umideko, Higanbana, and RGT. Holy shit. It's short enough to fit in a single stream. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I should definitely do that as a bonus thing someday if I can find it. Sorry, somehow we all just gathered together. You can be at ease. There's no trouble here. Although, thank you, Winku.
If there's no trouble, I'm glad. Oh, what a cute young lady.
Oh, Marty McFly moment! Leo Shigami-san!
How strange. I'd never forget meeting a beautiful woman.
Not at all! This is our first meeting! You're famous renowned!
You're done in now, Leo. I think you've already made a name for yourself in City 23. Doesn't hurt the store to know your reputation as a good bodyguard has come to light. Not like a bodyguard will pick up a guest.
You're jealous. Really jealous. Yeah, my computer is making that noise. It's in the background.
Well, you're famous too. You protect Rose and the other girls as a capable bodyguard.
Yes, yes. You're a faithful dog, Wayne.
Hey, I'll kill you!
Alright, that's enough.
Oh, everyone's here back in their time in 1947.
Skin of the girls, you're a fixture in the store.
Sorry, it's quite noisy here.
No, not at all. It's fine, yes.
Let's start again. I'm who they call Rose Haibara. I'm Julie Yoshibara from the Hong Kong Daily News. It's nice to meet you.
You not only have good looks, you're quite smart. Surely your mother was also beautiful.
Well, my mother's mother here is Madame Rose. I'm just gonna say it. Timeline breaks. Aji-chan, or rather Leo-san, his face is just too close. Things they say about him are true. If Leo looks at me the same as Rose, or rather if I was a homewrecker, wouldn't a time paradox occur? Well, let's leave Back to the Future aside now. Since I'm in the future, I have to calmly reassess the situation around me. Right now is probably, it'd be the year 1947. I can imagine from hearing Richard and Cyrus call Consigliere and Grand Boss respectively. Also, Leo is here. Madame Jean began the long story from 1947 with his first appearance. So surely, the timing is before Primavera Park takes in a 4-year trial. The days of roses and guns. Much better than calling it Rose Guns Days. Oh, this is great! I gave it a great time! Everyone's alive but not evil! Oh, when will I have the chance again if I don't interview them now? Now is the time! Sorry for the sudden intrusion. I'm a reporter for the Hong Kong Daily News Tokyo branch. If everyone has some time, I would like to interview you all.
Hong Kong Daily? Well now. I've never heard of this newspaper.
That's right. If I remember correctly, Hong Kong Daily wasn't born until the merge in 1995. Just now, what did you say? No. Just me talking to myself.
I heard it too. You certainly said the year 1995 just now. It's okay.
What are you talking about? Well then, you're talking like a half century into the future. Are you really gonna take this nonsense from someone that's drunk?
Gee. That is, your eyes. Huh? What about my eyes? The eyes that Collider saw and totally figured out that I'm your granddaughter? Somehow, I feel like they resemble my mother's eyes.
With those lovely eyes of yours, you do look like Rose.
Gee. Hey, Julie-san. Have we met before? Not yet! Well, that I'm not sure. Feels like I received New Year's gifts from lots of people when I was young, though. Right?
Now that you mention it, she does look like Rose.
Isn't there a similar resemblance around her eyelids too?
Yes, very similar. Yes, splendid.
No way. Rose-san has long-lost family members.
No way. I haven't heard from father or mother about this.
But why do I not think you're a stranger? When I look into Julie's eyes, I also get the feeling that they're similar to Rose's.
Yeah, stop it! I'll get pregnant if I get into my eyes. Yeah, I'll get pregnant. That's totally how it works. Everyone looks into the resemblance between Rose and I. Man, my mind is going blank. I'm not understanding a thing. Yeah, I'm giving up.
Ah! You came in the year 2016?
Hey, Ojo-chan. That's a nice drunk joke.
No, she has nice garments and a nice atmosphere. Surely that's something we differ at.
Hey, Julie. Are you really a person from the future?
Yeah. Do you have any proof?
Yeah, my driver's license and other things. Cell phone.
What the fuck's a cell phone? You want to sell me your phone? I already have one.
I took my driver's license out of my wallet. The date of birth and date of issue should be written.
Well, this is great. It's elaborate. That's a well-made joke.
No, I don't think it is.
I agree. This license looks like it's made with interest in technology, far surpassing mankind. She must be an alien.
Yes. I think it's a bit too much for it to simply be just a joke.
Why are you here from the future? When you say it that way, I'm also worried. And before I knew it, I was here. Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. You're a person from the future, right? In other words, you know what's gonna happen in the future, right? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, God.
Tomorrow's gonna go with me for boat race. Give me who wins. Who'll be number one?
also boxing and pro wrestling.
Do I look? I have some kind of sports almanac.
Doesn't matter which.
Hey, what lovely guy do I look up with?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that.
Please tell me. Stella Mayogi dies in 1949. She was struck down by Gabriel's underlings at the Golden Dragon meeting. Her intentions were halfway carried out with feelings of regret. In the end, she passed away without even being able to wear a bride's cape. Everyone, please cease this. You'll create a time paradox. She's a person from 50 years in the future, okay?
We don't even remember the breakfast we had 3 days ago, let alone 50 years.
Julie-chan, do you live in Tokyo in 2016?
Yes.
What kind of world is 2016? Oh, you do not want to hear about that.
Of course, humanity is already migrating to the moon. Perhaps we're at war with dolphin-shaped aliens. They're probably living in a futuristic city connected by tube tunnels and wearing spacesuits. Anyhow, no matter how much time passes, the rich are rich and the poor are poor.
Oh, Wayne got it right, as usual. Yeah, perhaps Wayne-san's answer is the most correct. The streets are much more crowded and the buildings are higher than right now. But there isn't that much of a change. Technology made a lot of progress. The rich are always rich, the poor will always be poor. I see. The future is not so bright after all.
Do you have any tools from the future?
Like a laser gun or something.
No, anti-gravity equipment that allows you to fly.
Leaving that aside, I want a beautiful type of android.
Speaking of which, Julie-chan put one down with her wallet a moment ago. Where was it?
Oh, it's a smartphone.
Well, what kind of secret weapon is that?
It's called a multifunctioning mobile telephone. Similar to that of a cell phone and a Passicon fusing together. What's a Passicon?
What's a Passicon?
It's the abbreviation for personal computer. Really? Well, no matter how much I explain, it's out of range for them anyway. Unable to even show them the net. There's no ISPs. However, the camera and the Beauty Face app for correcting photos were the most popular.
What's this? It's great, so great! The world's first selfie! I'm becoming a real beauty, right?
Hey, take pictures of Wayne. Let's try editing him on the Beauty Face app. His eyelashes are so long and his eyes will begin being around.
Wayne became pale and slim too.
Hey, you guys! Don't play with my face!
But Wayne-kun, this is really cute. I think I also like this Wayne-kun.
No way! You'll make a lot of this back alley red. That's the end of it.
Oh my god.
What the hell is that? Some ridiculous super futuristic tool, right?
So this small object contains a radio and a camera, even a built-in computer as well.
If we had something like this, we wouldn't have lost the war. I wonder about that. Anyway, what an amazing future. Can't imagine us in the future as we are now. Isn't it full of more terrible weapons?
Well, that's a spot-on guess. As of the 21st century, the strongest U.S. Armed Forces is advancing unmanned weaponry.
Unmanned? Don't tell me you're going to fight like a robot, making decisions on your own.
I'm sure that's what they're aiming for in the end. However, it's still unmanned in the sense of being remote operated.
Well, that's good. You can fight from a safe distance.
On the contrary, it's an age where weapons can be operated from home or bases thousands of miles away. Go to war until 5. I'll just punch in my time card, go home, and have dinner with my family.
Soldiers didn't have to go to the front lines. Despite being at war, soldiers are able to go home every day. How can I bathe and sleep at home while fighting a war? No one gets hurt. No one dies.
It would be great if unmanned machines fought each other.
If that's the case, in the end I'd like giant robots to fight and settle everything. Well, that'd be great! You could make a show on that. If you could broadcast it on TV every day, I'd be overjoyed.
It would be best if we entered wars, but that's impossible. At the very least, I want there to be a war that won't hurt anyone.
A future where machines fight each other and no one gets hurt.
That's nice. All of us want to be born in that future.
I didn't say any more for those that still had hope for the future. The war in 20th century was basically a war between soldiers. Of course, there were many civilian casualties, but it was tied to military goals, like targeting munitions factories or stealing resources. However, the 21st century is different. Terrorist organizations targeted civilians, made terrorist attacks to make political claims during that time. Also, in retaliation to that, unmanned murder weapons flew about. Also, military troops gathered for wedding ceremonies, bombing the wrong targets as a misunderstanding. The chain of terrorism never ends. Well, by raising terrorism awareness, the armies of developed companies are too strong to fight. Will stop targeting terrorists. Anyway, such a time will come when there is no distinction between safe zones and war zones. The future also seems not as easy as we thought. I wonder if they missed a small shadow falling from my eyes. The calmness of her words made it seem like she had guessed everything. Well, it's always been hard, huh? Julie-chan, I want you to tell me one thing. In the world where Julie-chan lives, is there hope? It was a deep question. However, I must accept it as simple for now. So I said, there are a lot of things. However, there is definitely hope. There is hope in every era, but I think it would only happen for those who believe in it.
Well said.
Yeah, I think she said some really great things.
50 years in the future, huh?
I hope the war will heal the emotional scars of people's hearts, and that the whole world get along.
If we're on bad terms, let's have a showdown with robots.
A big robot showdown. How nice, it's a man's dream.
50 years. That's enough time.
If that's all there is to it, people can overcome any anger or sadness. That's right. For society, nothing can be done to resolve things with irrational anger and sorrow. But with any kind of feelings, time will surely heal. That said, in those 50 years, I'm sure Japan will make peace with China and the United States. Well, that happened at least. For people half a century ago, they couldn't imagine a digital society of information. Time healed people's emotions since memories and information were analog. Memories fade someday. Even documents typed with ink ribbons will one day be yellowed by the sun and disappear into dust. However, digitized memories will never fade. Digitized anger and sadness will forever continue to spread. Sorry. Huh? If our generation were steadier, your generation would be stronger as a result. No matter what I said, she already guessed everything. Looking at the shooting capabilities of a smartphone, she sees that all information can be easily recorded and stored. As a result, in spite of being a person from 1947, she glimpsed into a digital future. A future where the scars of the era will remain forever. No, please don't worry about that. I was bullied at school a long time because I'm full-blooded Japanese. However, some of my closest friends are Chinese and American. I can go on about political issues or historical issues, but that's it. We're gonna jump through all of those hoops. I think we have the stamina and vitality to get along with everyone in the future. Yeah, oh, they have the same smile.
If I can speak English, can I get along with a blonde or an Edgeon?
Hey, I'm right here.
There's no language barrier in the 21st century. A friend couldn't speak English, but them staying in England and America for 2 months is a homestay experience.
That's great. Body language, right?
I have a tool that allows me to translate with voice recognition. Those same friends also laughed at my frustration when I couldn't continue the conversation after my cell phone ran out of batteries.
That's amazing. In other words, it's fine not to know English or Chinese.
Huh? You had troubles learning English or Chinese?
The future is so great. You don't have to do that. Yeah.
Without dreams of the future, it's not worth living.
We have to do our best to make the future even better than it is now.
Yes, Rose-san.
Old dog Wayne was cute around these days, too. And Madame Rose entrusts her ideals to Wayne. Wayne vowed to live up to her ideals for the rest of his life, and will continue to protect her, all the way into the 21st century.
What is it? Is there something on my face?
Ah, no. My dog Wayne is so sweet in front of Madame Rose, just saying.
Don't mess with me. Compared to Leo and Cyrus, I'm the one with less experience. But don't look down on me, no. I'm gonna be a big shot, just for sure. Big shot, big shot, big shot. Watch out, Leo and Cyrus. I'm gonna be a legend, get all the chroma.
Yeah, you will, Advisor Uedera.
Huh?
You know Madame Rose's heart like the best out of the management team. You're the reason Primavera still exists in 2016.
No way, the highest management. What a promotion. Oh, you know about that title?
Spring Wind Advisor of the Japanese Brotherhood Association, while also being the consigliere of the greatest Japanese mafia in Asia.
Huh? This kid is a mafia consigliere.
That's very great. Big promotion in the underworld.
I'm sure you're the consigliere of your little rugrat gang, riding on tricycles.
Yeah! Certainly! Yes, I said it! I can't imagine him being a big shot in the underworld.
Shut up. I got a promotion. I'll remember that.
Wayne Kun will be in the mafia. I'm a little surprised.
I don't want to be in the mafia. I'll always be Rose-san's bodyguard.
Year 1947. Still, Madame Rose wouldn't be able to accept the future such as being the boss of the mafia. I'm sure fate will be coming soon.
Hey, Julie. Does Wayne have children? Who did he marry?
We don't know that, actually! We never learned that! I'll teach her how to make her husband fall in love with her at night.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Huh? Suddenly I'm feeling dizzy. Oh, she's going back. What? Why is it going round and round? Sure, my time limit has run out. I really am an idiot. Space Judge to interview the legend of the underworld and we spend an idle chat.
You should probably rest. It's fine to close your eyes.
Yeah, I'll do so.
Thank you. It's a load off my shoulders, all thanks to you.
Don't worry about it, Oji-chan. We're not so weak in the future.
I should tell my son or daughter that my grandchild should be named Julie.
Well, if you think that's suitable. Oh my god, what? Oh. It's no good. My consciousness is.
Julie-san, we've arrived, you know.
Ah! What year is it? Is it 2016?
Well, aren't you still half asleep?
I'm guessing that's when this side story came out. When I checked my smartphone, it perfectly showed as 2016. That means it was definitely a dream. Returning home from having dinner with Madame Jean. I had so much delicious champagne and felt drowsy on the way back. Ah, that's a relief. If it really was a time slip and not a dream, I would have hated myself for missing a great scoop. God, if there's any thing from Rose Guns Days I want to add to the Discord as a freaking emoji, it's Julie's face right here. This face.
A time slip?
That's alright. I'm just talking to myself. Hey, Toritsugu.
Yes, Julie-san.
Are we living out our lives well enough to make our ancestors proud?
You don't have to worry about that.
You think?
You don't have to worry about old people. I think it's a privilege for us young people to live out our own lives. Even the advisors rampaged around when they were young. Isn't it enough to wait until you're old enough to settle down and talk about life in an enlightened way?
Certainly it may be the truth. Of course, it is important to learn from history. However, we were not born to be compelled to do something by people in the past. However, in a sense, it is a very, very irresponsible chain. The privilege of youth. Surely it's for them to live their own lives, right? Madame Rose and Madame Jean requested things out of their fellow countrymen. They were strong. As a matter of that, I don't know what that significance means yet. Perhaps there is some truth in what Toritsugu says. It's no use thinking about difficult things. I did my best for today! Tomorrow I'll do my best to make tea!
Are you really alright with just making tea? I know the weakness of the human resources manager.
Seriously, don't do anything unnecessary! I want to be a reporter by my own hand!
At that moment, my smartphone vibrated. Seemed I received an email. The Dark Knight Toritsugu has been attacked! Send reinforcement monsters!
You and your goddamn gotcha!
What's wrong?
Jeez.
What's wrong, Julie-san? Pardon me. I also got an email.
Oh, damn. Where are they? It's no good to wait battle with me.
Julie-san, I'm certain you carry a water attribute, you are a monster, right? Will you send reinforcements for me? Julie-san? Julie-san! Oh, an email. From Julie-san. Just what is this? Is this an image attachment? Just what is this? Me? When was this taken?
Oh my god, it did happen. Okay. There was an attachment with a picture of a man that looked like him.
I mean, no matter how much you look at it, it's me. I've never worn such clothes and no memory of being photographed. Furthermore, it seems to be modified in a beauty app for girls. The eyes are strangely glittery and round. What a laugh.
Julie-san, what is this picture? When did you take this? Hey, Julie-san!
The year 2016, Julie Hayashibara. I have the chance to get a special scoop as a reporter. I am now heartbroken, feeling the blues on this night. Okay. I'll send reinforcements. Everyone had hopes for the future brought to light. Every day we live by sending trivial things like this. If the opposite happens, I wonder if I can show my heart to the kid coming from 50 years in the future. I'm sure it's hard to live without worrying about such a thing. We're able to curl up in the cold while watching TV. Julie Hayashibara. I don't have any other problems today, but I'm doing my best. Thank you for the future that Obatan and the others have given me. Also, we'll entrust that future to the children. Cheers! I can't stand this! That's right! I'll send the photo of Madame Jean and Advisor Uradera! I ship him. I should. Oh my god, that is lovely. That is lovely. I love that. That is lovely. Ah, god, that is sweet. That is so sweet. And that's it. Well, yep, that's the end of Rosegun's days. Including the special episode, yeah, it all fit in one stream. A kind of a short one at that. And, but still a pretty normal length. I already said my final thoughts on it, but I will say that that little extra story was an absolutely lovely little side story. Thank you so much for joining me on this rather long journey. It took a bit over around 6 months, even, but you know, probably less than that because we took a break for a bit while Remember 11 was finishing up. Next on Friday, we'll start Route Double. I can't imagine we're basically starting 2 Let's Plays at once. Pretty crazy. And on Thursday, we're gonna continue with Analog. So yeah, that's pretty incredible. I will say, for the final case before I say goodbye to you all, these truly were Rosegun's days. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.